Hey, what's up, guys? So, I haven't done like a Let's Talk video in a while. Aside from like the kind of Let's Talk that wasn't really like a discussion kind of video. I just kind of put that in the title. But like, I just want to talk about the state of the game real quick. I'm gonna try and keep this quick and just kind of give my perspective on the state of the game as it is right now, as of when this is uploaded. So if you're watching this, weeks or so in the future, like from the upload date, then my perspective might change. So basically, like I'll start with like I think they're doing a very good job with like entry level right now. Like the new player experience. It's pretty good right now. Like I hope you guys would agree with that. I think the new player experience in this game is actually really good. And with the recent skill enhanced changes to 3 stars, not needing Molagora anymore and needing Stigma, I think that really helps with the free to play experience because I think now the game is at a point where you can clear all content in this game and be relatively competitive without even touching the summon button the entire time, aside from your daily. Assuming you pick up a Montmorency and a Clury, and you can get the units that you can specially change, but like the majority of the connection heroes are pretty good. Like the 3 stars that you get out of connections. Hazel, you can plus 15 her for free now. Lorena, who else? Sorry, I'm saying because I'm thinking on the spot. So if me saying is like, oh, you say too much. Sorry, I hurt your feelings with my ums. So who else? I don't know. Whoever else you guys think is like good within a specialty change. Elson's not really but I can't remember like the other connection heroes aside from Hazel and Lorena that are good for like a free to play experience. Lorena's like single target damage is still one of the highest in the game. Uh, Assassin Coley, after her recent buff, passed her. And then like Sid is up there too in single target damage, but Lorena arguably does more single target damage than Luna. I think if Luna gets max hits on her S1 every single time, I think it's like a 2.4 multiplier, then she out DPS's Lorena. You know what I mean? So, like, back to the topic, I kind of went on a tangent a little bit, talking about some random shit, but like, it all pertains to the new player experience. I think the new player experience is very good right now. The adventurer's path and all that stuff. You know what I mean? As for like let's just go into like the mid game, right? So I think it's still fine. You progressing through PvP and stuff. It's all fine and dandy. I think you can continue playing the game and enjoying the game up until mid tier. And then like where I'm at in the game right now, it's kind of getting a bit stale. And what I mean by that is like what I'm doing in the background of the game right now is pretty much what I do all day if I'm playing this game. I'm just farming Wyvern. And everything else that you do outside of, just spamming hunts, it's starting to feel like it's just a chore that you have to do every week. The what's it called? The Hall of Trials. Like it was cool the first day it came out, but like I don't think it like I don't enjoy it. It's kind of cool, but it just kind of feels like a chore now. You know what I mean? And then once you have like raid and hell raid on farm, like there's weeks where I forget to use my labyrinth tokens just because it's so fucking boring to do raid. after you've cleared it 24 times. You know what I mean? It's just not enjoyable at all anymore. So it's just unfortunate. It's how it is. They did mention that they were gonna do something about it a long time ago, but we still haven't seen any changes to raid. I think it would be great if we didn't have to do it as much. I don't mind the once a month content, to be honest, because it's less that we have to deal with it. I would much rather have once a month content to get all those rewards rather than split them up between, doing it once a week. It just feels better, later game. Like, I don't know if anyone's going to agree with me on that, but I would much rather do raid once a month, just like the Automaton Tower, and get all of those rewards once a month than have to do it every single week. I just think it would feel better because that way I can spend more time just doing what I'm doing right now. Because the in-game grind, it just comes down to getting small upgrades with your gear. Replacing gear here, replacing gear there. I'm at the point now where, like, I'm very picky with what gear I upgrade. Like, I almost don't even want to upgrade purples anymore. Like, it has to have perfect subs on it. And not even just good subs. They need to be high rolled. Because I'm at a point where I'm min-maxing my characters. And that's just how you progress into the stage I'm at now. So I've kind of talked about, like, beginning, middle, end. Let's talk about PvP a little bit, I guess. I think arena is fucking boring. Like, I'm just going to put that out there right now. That shit is so boring. I actually auto it now. And, like, usually I don't even use my flags to go in and auto it. And it comes down to that, it's not even once a month content when you get new gear. It's like once a quarter content. Because I'm excited. Okay, let me do some arena. Let me buy this gear out. But then once I buy the gear out, I stop caring. You know what I mean? It just feels like a chore. Unless you're going for the grind. But even the legend grind isn't worth it. For, like, some border. Who cares? You know what I mean? It's not even a flex. It's cool and everything, but, like, I'd much, like, instead of farming arena, like, I would much rather just be farming better gear. But in the same sense, like, what's the point in speeding up your runs? You just go through your currency faster. And then, like, Guild War is the real end game in this game right now. And that's what I enjoy doing, but lately I have not been enjoying it as much as I have been before. It just comes down to, like, everyone's gear is getting so good, and everyone's team comps are getting, like the meta is very defined. If you stray from the meta, your defense gets destroyed. In high tiers. Like, I don't know about, like, mid tier, low tier. I really don't care how the meta is around there. Like, I'm currently in the rank 4 guild, and I think we're a contender for rank 3. Like, I think rank 3 to about rank 6 are all about, like, even in power level. And I think any of those guilds can be considered third. It just really depends on who has better RNG in all their fights, who disconnects less, it just really comes down to that for these, from like 3rd to 6th place or so. And then after that, like I don't want to say the gear gap widens, but that could play a big part into it. Team comp gap widens or whatever. I think that it just kind of spreads from there. Level of try hard kind of spreads. I don't know how you want to put it. But Guild Wars, it's like you have to bring these units to win. And to me, that's not fun. It's not fun at all. and I get it. It's just how the game is evolving. And I think the fact that they do consistent balance changes is the only way that that's going to get fixed. So it kind of shakes it up a little bit, and then it readjusts itself, and people sit back into that meta again. A new unit comes in, shakes it up a little bit, and then it kind of sets into place again. And it's just this ongoing cycle. And like, the only thing that really keeps me playing the game now is like the community. So, like, if you're new and getting into the game, I really recommend getting into a community, whether it be active on Discord. I wouldn't say be active in in-game chat because, like, I don't know. I feel like every time I go talk in there, there's just always some asshole in there. So, like, I kind of steer away from it now. The same could be said for Discord and Reddit, but you know, just if you carry yourself, you know, in a positive light, you'll attract positive people around you, unless that, you know, that person is really just toxic. You know, there's really nothing you can do about it. That's just my like general advice for anyone. That's just like at a point like me where like the game is getting old, it's getting boring. I still get hyped for new characters. I still get hyped for patch notes, data mines, you know. I'm hyped for ML Crozet right now. I'm excited to see who the next ML is going to be. The ML5 is going to be alongside of him. You know what I mean? But like, aside from that, like, there's really nothing that I look forward to. Like, it's pretty sad that I'm at the point where, like, when I get a good piece of gear, I expect it to roll like shit because 90% of the time it does. And that's really contributing to me, like, saying, fuck this game. Like, being straight with you guys. I rolled, I'll show it to you guys after this run here. But I recently bought another 88 sword out of Hellraid, the shop, and it rolled amazing, and it kind of sparked my interest in the game again because it enabled some better builds for characters that I want to use. And like, that's another thing I really enjoy about the game is the whole theorycraft element, and the fact that you can level up 3 stars to, you know, experiment with them and stuff is pretty cool too. But it's really like resource dependent. Like right now I can almost make 2 6 stars, but I don't even want a 6 star anything because like for 5 stars and 4 stars, like I'm at a point where like I can't use a unit unless it's heavy mola invested. I think I have 6 units that are plus 15 now. If not plus 15, plus 14. And I just don't have the last skill, or the last skill is not useful. Like Violet and Euphine are plus 14, but I still consider them maxed out Mola units because who cares about 5% silence, and Violet's S2 Mola sucks. So I consider them max Mola, you know what I mean? So why would I use a new unit that I can only make, you know, plus 3 or whatever, when I have a plus 15 Charles? You know what I mean? And I think the skill enhancement system is good. It lets you pick and choose who you want to use, but once you have your core, then what? You know what I mean? It's really hard for me to deviate to different things unless something gets nerfed. And then I get a Mola refund. Because, you know, I don't think we're going to get any more Mola refunds. I think that shit's done with. I don't think we're going to get any more. Unless they completely revamp the whole system somehow. I think this past one's the last one we are going to get. So you're not going to be able to just build stuff. Granted, yeah, it is cheaper to build new things. But you get enough Mola, what? Every 3 months to max out a 5-star hero? That's not enough. Not to keep people interested in the game. And that's my opinion. I don't know if you guys agree, but fuck, I am talking way too much. But yeah, I'll show you guys the sword. It's what kind of sparked my interest in the game again. Like, I love the game. I love the animations. That's another reason I'm really into this game is the animations. I'm not so much into the lore or anything, but I think they need to start They need to do something different because what am I doing? It's a sword. That's not it. Which one is it? This one. Okay, so yeah, rolled sick, obviously. I can actually build some units above 260 speed now, which wasn't possible for me before. But that's cool. I completely lost my train of thought right there. Oh yeah, I was talking about they this whole like this the side story, not the side story, but like the main story releasing a new chapter every month. Like I don't think anybody looks forward to that shit anymore. You know, when they kind of did the big reveal on everything, it was cool. And we were like, wow, we're going to get a bunch of new content and stuff. And then they stalled it over months. You know what I mean? And it's just like, oh, we got a new story. And then you go in there and you clear it. Like, I don't even do the AP shop farm because, like, the piece of gear that's in there isn't like, I'd rather farm Wyvern. you know? Like, and again, that reinforces the new player experience. But for us players that have been playing for a long time, like, we're starting to drop off. People are starting to quit because there's nothing for you to do late game. And I mean like seriously late game. If you play, you farm a lot. There's Guild War and that's it. And doing Guild War is really just, you know, it's, I wouldn't say it's like a flex, but you know, being able to come together with a bunch of guys and coordinate attacks and, you know, I find that stuff enjoyable. Even though I have to like dizzy every team or, you know, run the same stupid offense every single time I fight something. The whole community experience that we have in the guild, that's what I enjoy. So if you're looking to get into this game long term and you just happen to stumble upon my channel and you're still listening right now, I strongly recommend getting into a community or you're going to get tired of the game. Unless you play it like pretty casually. You know, if you farm a lot and you do shit a lot, then obviously that'll happen faster than, you know, playing a couple hours a day or whatever. But I think that's going to end this video. I don't have anything else to really talk about. And I'm just going to keep saying until I think of stuff and it's going to trigger people. So, I guess, have a good day. Like if you're new, subscribe, comment. No, for real. In the comments, you know, let me know what you guys think. Let me know your stance on the state of the game and what keeps you playing. People have asked me before in the past to do a video on like how do you keep playing this game because I love the game and it's getting old. Well, it's getting old for me too, man. So if you guys have any advice, like, you know, take a break, play a different game, do something else. You know, that's kind of really my advice. Like if you want to take a break, take a break. Missing out on whatever. I just wouldn't advise missing out on, you know, these little banners and stuff. Make sure you get all the stuff you can for free. Don't miss out on doing your lab, even though I'm too lazy to do it sometimes, you know. That's just my general advice. If you have more specific questions, drop them in the comments. I'll be paying more attention to these comments than I usually do to other videos just because this is a more discussion type video and I kind of want you guys to get involved. If you enjoy this kind of content, do drop a like. And catch you guys later. Peace.